For those that were psyched about the draft earlier, I apologize. I didn't know that Cloud was gonna cancel it, so I had no idea that that was gonna happen. But unfortunately, the show can't go on because neither of them said agreed to it. So this is like a little treat for you guys that missed the draft. If you remember a while back when I said that if I hit 120, then I'll show you guys my AJ Styles collection. Well, I hit that during a live stream, and I'm now glad to say that I'm over 120. I'm at 121. So now let's try hitting 130, and then hopefully let's see where we get from there. So I have a lot of AJ Styles figures. The one AJ Styles that I do not have is the Wrestle Kingdom 10 one. I had to trade that away, and Luigi Kid won't give it back to me just for this video, so I am missing the Wrestle Kingdom 10 AJ Styles, and I'm going to try making another one. Anyway, this is my AJ Styles figure collection. I'll tell you what parts I used. So we might as well start off with one that I would think is like when he first started wrestling. It is, and I've never showed this on camera, so it's the first time I've done this. It is a young AJ Styles back in like his TNA / WCW days. So Luigi Kid actually traded me the Elite Victor, and I used that for the parts, but the arms, or the shoulders, I used Defining Moments Chris Jericho. So what I actually did was I was just playing around, and I thought, what if I torso cracked? And I stuck my knife in there, pried it open, and I'm like, huh. And then I just put a neck peg in there. I probably should have gone with a shorter one. But then I didn't like how long the arms were, so I just did something with those. So I gave him these, and I added elbow pads. I did give him these knee pads. They weren't open because I need the open ones for a different custom. I know he doesn't have boots, but that's kind of how I wanted it to go. And the head scan is actually the Toy Biz head scan. Or Marvel, Toy Biz, whatever it is. So it's the Toy Biz head scan. And, of course, these don't really stay on there that well, so you can pop it off very easy. Because what I had to do is I had to modify it because the hole was very, very small. So I had to modify it so it can fit a Mattel peg, and it actually worked pretty good. I mean, like, it stays on there for the most part, but he can take a shot to the side, no problem. But like if you start moving his head side to side, it won't really go. But like if you throw a kick right here, then the head will pop off. There was chipping in the hair, so I did have to paint it. So shoutouts to Luigi Kid 121 and Sans the Kid 24 who hooked me up. Luigi Kid hooked me up with the lower parts of the AJ Styles. Like he hooked me up with the torso and the legs. And Sans the Kid hooked me up with this Toy Biz head scan. So I thank them for that. And I'm going to push this back. Next is going to be like his indie attires. Actually, I think we're going to go with like fantasy attire. So this one I actually just finished today. And Luigi Kid did help me because he gave me the head scan for it. It came off an old basic. And so like he traded me this, but he won't trade me the fucking AJ. Or Wrestle Kingdom AJ. Anyway, I kind of had this idea for a while, and kind of give you a rundown. So here is, I love making Street Fighter customs. So this is a Street Fighter AJ Styles, and I'd say it's pretty cool for the most part. So what I used is the Elite 51 AJ Styles head scan, Elite 56 AJ Styles jacket, which I will attempt to remove without breaking anything. I don't know if it's coming out well on camera. Okay, so yeah, Elite 51 AJ Styles head scan. This is actually a Cesaro torso. It's on his first Elite, and then some random shoulders, and then these arms are actually from a Carlito figure that I never really used, and this elbow pad came from Elite 51. And then the lower is Elite 46 John Cena with AJ Styles Battle Pack boots. So that's what goes into making this fantasy AJ Styles Street Fighter attire. A lot of these AJs are fantasy, but like only 2 of them are Mattel released. stay. Okay, so the next one is, no judgment on this, I had an extra. So if you guys remember that Elite 50, or no, Elite, the Lost Legends Elite Shawn Michaels, I had two of them. So one of them I used to make an AJ Styles, and that's where this one comes into play. So what I did is I had so much AJs, so I just decided to put together a AJ Styles in the Shield, and I think it looks pretty good for the most part. So this is the Battle Pack head scan on the Lost Legends Shawn Michaels body with Elite 51 AJ Styles arms, some random elbow pad, and then decals here, and then some random knee pads that go into this. And this, I actually had this idea, so I took a Roman Reigns vest, painted it, like retouched it all up, painted it all black, and I added a decal right here, the P1 decal. And the shirt is actually Bo Dallas. Like, you can see a little bit of the white right there, but yeah, there you go. Kind of goes in, but... And then this is actually a Triple H elbow pad that I cut just to make like that. I think I saw a couple people do that. So there's that. Next is an attire that I think he wore at a Ring of Honor show. Pretty positive he wore it at a Ring of Honor show. But I kind of did like my own fantasy work on it. So, and I added the Universal title on there because it just matches, the color matches, and I know Cloud Kid's going to appreciate this. So we have an AJ Styles in red. Now, this looks pretty good with the Universal title. Cloud Kid's probably going to appreciate this because that's the Universal title, and he supports Raw, I support SmackDown, and if we did the draft, then SmackDown would have won anyway. So, this was originally my first AJ Styles custom, but I just retouched the head scan. Like, I put a different head scan on there and just redid the rest. So, this is the Battle Pack AJ Styles head scan. I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's the Battle Pack AJ Styles head scan with the Elite 51 AJ Styles torso, shoulders, and then the arms are actually Seth Rollins, just repainted. This elbow pad, I'm not really certain. And then this elbow pad over here is actually from the Elite 51. Like I said, this one I just cut it, and then everything else going down is WrestleMania 32, Shawn Michaels painted red, a lot of coats of paint of red with decals, of course. And then these are Seth Rollins open knee pads, which look pretty good. And then these are actually the first ever basic AJ Styles boots, and they actually fit the peg right here. I think it's actually pretty cool. It fit there, which is actually pretty cool. And I didn't really think it would, but like it surprised me because that was when like I was first making customs. I originally made like a fantasy attire, but like it just didn't look right. I was like, oh my god, these figures like won't stand up. I mean, I do have the ability to stop, but like I really don't want to because like it takes away from filming, but I might have to if this AJ won't stay up. Okay, whatever. So, next are like attires that he has worn in WWE. The others have been indie and fantasy. Actually, all of them have been fantasy except for the red one. So, oh crap, my voice cracked. Anyway, I showed this one earlier today for weekly customs. That was pre-taped, so I guess I gave a little rundown of the parts, but I'll just show the custom again. Just gotta move these. Paint's over, gotta move a lot of this crap, so I did show this earlier, so this custom may look a little bit familiar. So this is the Elite Money in the Bank AJ Styles, and it looks really cool. Kanaz J asked for it, but for me, with my customs, if you want a custom done, you have to send me the parts, and I'd have to charge for the decals and the paint. So, for the decals, like, if it's black and white, then that's, like, $1. Or no, if it's black and white, then it's, like, 10 cents, because that's what my library charges. But if it's in color, then it's $1. Plus, I'd have to charge for the paint, so... I already gave a rundown of the parts, so I'll just give another rundown. So, I had two Elite 51 AJ Styles figures, so... One was originally the Elite 51, the other one it was my USA one. So what this is the Elite 51 AJ Styles head scan, Elite 51 AJ Styles torso, shoulders, and the arms are basic Seth Rollins. I use Seth Rollins for these because they just look right. And then a random elbow pad. gave him the United States Championship because that's when he won it. It's Money in the Bank / MSG. And then these right here, the legs are actually Lost Legends. Chris Jericho just threw a lot of black on there. Added the Japanese writing on there because the decal was actually split. So I had to get in there and figure out how to position it right. And it did turn out really good. And then the decal's a belt. Added knee pads. Or no, the knee pads are already added. And then that's that. One stupid thing, focus. Stupid camera on focus. There you go. So, these next two were actually released by Mattel. So I'll just start with the first one. This is the Elite 47 AJ Styles. I had seen a lot of people have this. I checked on Ringside so many times and it had sold out completely. And I was really sad. So then afterward, I could check just for the fun of it, and they had it. Because this is actually kind of rare because AJ Styles figures are one, rare, and two, it's the first AJ Styles Elite. I had the first basic, and that's what I used for that one. So this is AJ Styles' first official Elite. The Elite 47, the only thing I didn't even do any part switching. The only thing I did was add the elbow pad. Because I originally had the P1 elbow pad, but then I thought, well AJ never had the P1 finalized, so I thought, what was the point? So I added a blank one. And I actually gave him open knee pads right here. And his attire is based on the night he debuted and the Royal Rumble. And for some reason, I don't know why, but like I only used this figure like once. And then the arm on this is very, very loose. And I don't get that, but the next custom that I'm about to show, I use it like a lot. And like that arm should be loose, not this one. And I added a championship to it. So this is the Elite 56 AJ Styles. So what I did with this is, I'm just going to fix the camera. So I did no part switching at all. The only thing I did was add open knee pads to it. I did do some painting to it, like on the the P1 logo over here. And if you remember when my channel first started, I showed the AJ Styles WWE Championship that I made. So that's what I threw on here. So like I know he doesn't have the Bullet Club on there, but I just think that looks pretty cool. And what I did is I just threw paint around the belt right here because that's what he wore it as. And I threw paint on the P1 because it was scratched. And this is based on Survivor Series 2016 or TLC 2016. But I do really like this head scan. And I noticed this. I have a lot of AJ Styles head scans. I have 3 from his Mattel release, and then the others from then one is from Toy Biz. I actually did want to do like a little comparison between like this AJ Styles head and that one since they're both screaming. But yeah, that is my full AJ Styles WWE collection. So I thank you guys for watching. The only one I'm missing is the Wrestle Kingdom 10 figure since Luigi Kid won't give me that. But I am thinking of making another one since I did buy 2 Elite AJ Styles, Elite 51 AJ Styles. I do have these arms left, so maybe there could be a Wrestle Kingdom 10 AJ Styles in the near future. However, I kind of ran out of parts because I don't have any more AJ Styles head scans. I ran out of AJ Styles parts. I do gotta figure out what the hell I can do because I want to make an AJ Styles. But anyway, this is my full AJ Styles collection. I'm gonna probably take a break from making AJ Styles customs because, like, look at this. This is a lot of AJ Styles figures. 7 AJ Styles figures, 2 Mattel releases, 5 customs. So yeah, total 7 figures, 2 released by Mattel, 5 were customs, and 4 of them were fantasy attires. If you count the red one as a if you count this one as a fantasy, because he did wear this at a ROH show. But yeah, that is my full AJ Styles figure collection. I thank you guys for watching this video. I'm sorry that the draft didn't come out, but I hope this makes up for it. So I thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video.